I basically saved this video. The other video was over 30 minutes, so I decided to make a separate one. I thought I was going to get this at the end of the day. That's what it had. Time limit was end of the day, but I got it early than what it claimed, so I'm gonna do unboxing for it. I didn't do unboxing for none of the other stuff, but I wanted to go ahead and do it for that, and that's the Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This is the Dark Edition, or originally it was intended to be called Dark Web, but it's a slip cover. And this one of the slip covers I really don't like that much. The reason for that is because it comes in a plain, ugly box. So they cut corners on this. There's nothing appealing about it. It's a plain box that had a slip cover over it with a design. So cutting corners. Inside is like where they got the attachment and the battery. I'm not gonna pull that one out. Here we have the night vision goggles. It's a much better look than the what was the Modern Warfare 2 night vision camera. This one's nicer. It's a little bit more. I guess you want to say. I ain't gonna say heavier, but I like the design better, But the other one was much more sturdier with better material. Well, I ain't gonna say better material really, but to me it's a little bit tad better. This one has some of the cheap plastic material, so once again cutting corners. It definitely is like a much lesser version of it. This is I've seen saying military wise we see night vision goggles. We know what it looks like, how it feels, and this is definitely a much downgraded version. This is just like all the lesser materials they could do to make it. So I haven't tested it. I don't know how it looks. I'm pretty sure it's not like the military's night vision goggles. Most likely it's gonna be better than Modern Warfare 2's night vision, but I don't know by how much. I don't really have the desire to test it. I'm just gonna put it back up, So definitely, if you remember back in the days, well, in the 80s, they used to do this. They used to take certain items and make a much downgraded version with the cheap plastic, and it worked, but it's nowhere as good quality as the other versions, And this is kind of what it is, At least the straps are nice. The plastic is kind of cheap, I'm kind of afraid it'll break after some usage, That's something I always fear, getting something that you think is nice. So in other words, this is a little bit overpriced compared to the Modern Warfare 2's night vision goggles, For the materials they used, it's definitely not worth the price. I'm pretty sure you can just get a standard game or, the deluxe edition, whatever, and wait it out. I guarantee you, later down the road, like half a year from now or whatever, this will be much cheaper. It's definitely not worth the price tag they want for it. And this kind of like my last video I uploaded, in which we're getting cheated by overpriced collector's editions and whatnot. It's nice looking, but like I said, cheap materials. It ain't bad, but it's still cheap materials. You have the little instruction manual that's kind of neat. They kind of crumbled it a little bit. And it happens with the manufacturer, whoever puts it together. Just don't take care of whatever and just throws it in. Like always, we get a nice little steel book. I love these steel books. Most of the Call of Duties come in steel books, so I got like stack of these. And I always enjoy collecting them and putting them right next to the others. Extend that library and edition out. It ain't an all out steel book, but it's good enough. I say a lot of cutting corners, but like I said, you can wait it out. I was kind of afraid, because it kind of sold out quickly. I was one of the first ones to get my order in because I already heard from a little leaker that they were going to put it up at a certain time ahead of time, and they did. So I got that off GameStop. Well, actually, I take that back. It took a bit of time to put it up because I actually missed the first wave. I take that back. I'm thinking about something else, but first wave went out, they sold out quickly, so they quickly removed the listing. Like two, three people put up, the orders on eBay, but like, it was their policy. They took those down quickly, but afterwards, when they put it back up, I got that tidbit. Oh, they're gonna put it up on this day again. That's when I got it. Like the one first to get it. I was stalking it too every day, looking at it. I got most of the Call of Duties, okay? I was real disappointed with Black Ops 4. That's, to me, the worst Call of Duty I ever played. Everything that was broken from the Black Ops 3 was still broken in this one. And new things that were never broken were broken. Once again, they try to use the boots on the ground to grab appeal and just taking advantage of the gamers and try and bring them in. You gave us a sorry quality game, or was meant to be a quality game, and it wasn't. The multiplayer was ass, and that's because they had to redo all this other crap so they can do Blackout. Blackout was the main focus. The publisher said, we want this battle royal. Stop whatever you're doing and give us the battle royal. So they dropped a campaign for it. They actually had a campaign. What they should have did was just go ahead and gave us Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. They have Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. It's done. They're just holding it off just in case they feel one of these other games ain't doing like Black Ops 4 was. And I mean, it's sold, but I'm just saying like the quality of the game was ass. So they're holding on to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and that's ass to me. They just put it out. Okay, just put it out. That should have been free with this, but I think next year's, because they don't really know what they want to do. They want to go ahead and bring back reboot Black Ops. If it ain't like the first game, I don't care. The second Black Ops 2 was pretty good, but the third was different. It brought it back, from Advanced Warfare and all the other ones we didn't care for. But Black Ops 4 was ass. I would have preferred a World War II sequel. I enjoyed World War II after the new director came on board, but this is bringing it back. I've seen it. I've played, the betas and seen other people. It's pretty good, okay? It is pretty good. It still has some flaws, some things that I wish was in it, but it isn't. But I'm not complaining too much. You know, excuse me. Also, that came in was the Outer Worlds. I have no idea when I'm gonna get to this. In fact, was playing Borderlands 3, but I'm gonna have to cancel that. The Bloody Harvest is pretty good, but extending it out for December 5th, if they're not putting anything new into it, I don't see the reason why. It's very short. Um, Once you figure out the skull puzzle, that's from the jack-o'-lanterns left to right. Wherever you press and hit the skulls and come back to look see a new color. And it's decent, and then you beat the boss for that thing. The only difference is I still haven't gotten the legendary off it. I've done it many times now, and I still haven't. That's probably why it's extended to December 5th, but still ain't get the legendary weapon off them. Have no idea when I'm gonna get to the Outer Worlds. They should have released this earlier in the month. That way we could have some time to play, because I really want to get on this Call of Duty and level up. That's always been my main focus is multiplayer. I don't care about no damn battle royale or shit like that. Zombies, I've been lost interest in zombies ever since they put too much emphasis in doing little objectives, and it makes it harder to get the trophies, and I hated that, I haven't platted Call of Duty since what? Which one was with the aliens? That's the one, Extermination or whatever. That's the one, Ghosts. Ghosts was probably the last Call of Duty, because everything else has some BS trophies for the multiplayer in which you needed other people. And I don't want to play with other people on zombies because they be doing their own thing and getting in the way and then quitting on you for no reason. That's just how I feel. But anyways, y'all take care.